Hey boos, in this video I give commentary based on my opinion. Nothing is to be taken as factual. We are just here to have conversation. We don't expose and we don't sip tea on this channel. I'm giving you real talk straight, no chaser. Let's see if you can handle it.
Cause I'm a boss. Oh, hell no.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Yanni here, and in today's video I want to talk about they always switch up after the baby comes. This is a topic that is overlooked when it comes to the baby mama culture. I really don't consider women who are victims of the switch up in motherhood and single motherhood to be baby mamas or part of the baby mama culture. And the reason for that is because I do feel that some women are simply played. I will say this. When it comes to the accountability part of this video, I do feel that some women ignore red flags in hopes that they are wrong or in hopes that things will change. And again, they are being played. This is why when it comes to the hypergamy content that is being created on YouTube, I feel it is needed because a lot of things are pointed out for us as women that maybe we overlook or we don't really look out for when dating or when in relationships. When I was younger, my parents drilled in my head, mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. And we all know what that old school term means and what it truly represents. However, that was the only advice that was given to me, and it really didn't go into great detail about what to look for. It didn't go into great detail about how men will lead you into believing something when it's false, or they will manipulate you into believing into something when it's not really true. No one ever really taught me what to look out for when it comes to the whole term mommy's baby, daddy's maybe. So I wanted to create this video because I truly believe we can all learn something from this girl's story. And I recently came across this video. It hit my DMs this morning and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to make a video about this because this is overlooked a lot of times. So I came across this YouTube video that was broken down into an IG video, and the YouTuber's name is Love Lipstick Blush. I will be putting the original video down below in the description box. Also, you can follow her on Love Lipstick B on Instagram. But she just shared her story, and she basically explained how after she had her baby's father switched up on her. So I'm going to be sharing her story on my platform. Again, I feel we can all learn something from this. Doesn't matter what age you are. So let's get into this video and I'll be back for the remainder of my commentary.
Because he had always asked me, we should have a kid, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, hell no. But I gave in, and I was like, maybe I should. I don't want to be in my 40s. Like, oh, you should have kids, or blah, blah, blah. So we had a baby, which is little Sophia. And during my pregnancy wasn't good at all. It was terrible. You know how you just supposed to have that certain person, your partner there for you. You know how you guys plan for these things together. When the baby comes, before the baby comes, get in the nursery together, going shopping for the baby, just talking, be excited about the baby. It was none of that. I started working, and that is where I met Sophia's father. So we started off as really good friends and like flirting and things like that. But he had I would say a troubled past, but he was supposedly gonna come out of that, and he wanted to do better and be better for himself. So I went along with it. I didn't want to judge someone off of things in their past because we really clicked, and I never let people into my life. I never let people into my head. So you know, getting to know him, you know, really opened my eyes to say, well, maybe you should let people in. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you should talk to people more. So I did. We fell in love. It was like super fast, super quick. We fell in love. I got my own place, and I started working a good job after I worked retail. I worked at Forever 21. So after that, I actually got a job working for the government, like a government contractor job. So, you know, at the time, you like 20, you like, damn, I'm good. Look at these checks coming in, you know. So I moved out. I got my own place. I was feeling good. He came and stayed with me after a while, and I got pregnant. So it wasn't a big deal for me at first, but you know, to be honest, I never wanted kids. I always wanted to be like the successful girl living in the high-rise apartment building, going to work. You know what I'm saying? That's what I wanted. But when I got with him, for some reason, I just, you know, I thought it was right. Fast forward to having Sophia. In the hospital, my family was there. His family came a little bit afterwards, but being in the hospital was really a time where I really saw that this wasn't gonna work, because you know, they try to, you know, your partner try to take the burden off of you, you know, because you just had this baby that you pushed out your goddamn vagina. It's like, bruh, can I get some sleep? Yes, I'm nursing, but can you just, you know, hold a baby for me so I can at least get another 20 minutes? So I could at least get another 20 minutes in, you know what I mean? But it was none of that. It was really terrible. And you know, he tried to make it seem like when his family was around, my family was around, that he was this good guy. When we got home from the hospital, he left. He took a shower and he left. Like, who the believes after just coming home from the hospital from having a child? You know what I'm saying? So that whole experience in itself, like being pregnant and right after having my baby, was like, this is not the situation that I want to be in. But I fought to be with him because I didn't want to be by myself. I was absolutely terrified at the time of being by myself. I don't know, I'm gonna cry. See, sometimes you think you are over things, and when you talk about them, it kind of just brings things back, you know, that you don't want to think about. So coming home from the hospital and all of that kind of really put things into perspective. A lot of stuff went down with him and I that were like that was terrible. And some things that were very disrespectful towards me that kind of came out of nowhere. And it was almost like, bro, what did I do to you? Like, why are you treating me this way? Like, what did I do? You know what I'm saying? And I know I didn't do anything. And I had to look at myself and be like, girl, you are strong. You do not need this person to validate you.
So there are some things that I want to point out when it comes to her story, and I really do appreciate her having the courage to share her story, because that is not easy. And the question that I have for you: should we judge a man based on his past? Can we judge a man based on his past? Especially when it comes to dating. Because one thing that stuck out to me, and it was a red flag, she said he had a troubled past. And, you know, I think a lot of times as Black women, we are suckered into thinking that, oh, we have to accept the man for who he is and he'll change. But in reality, how do we know for a fact that that change will happen? Another thing that I wanted to point out: take your time. Don't make any irrational decisions. And it's not about marriage. It's about having real commitment in place. I personally believe having a child is a way bigger commitment than relationship or marriage. And it's something that needs to be thought out thoroughly. It's something that needs to be planned out thoroughly. It's not something that you really want to rush into. And also, the person that you're considering having a baby with, you need to learn more about them. Example: how do they react to anger? How do they react to things not going their way? How do they deal with trauma that maybe they have experienced within their childhood or early adulthood? These are things that you want to look out for, because after a baby comes, that stuff really matters. And it kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. So you want to know what you're really getting yourself into and you don't want to rush or make irrational decisions when it comes to having a child. These are things that you really need to look out for. And also, when it comes to this video topic, please comment down below your story if you have one to share. Also, were there any other red flags within her story that you think could have helped her or prevented her from this situation? Comment down below. Maybe I missed something. This can definitely help us all. So please share your thoughts below, and please subscribe to my channel. And if you haven't already, hit that notification bell so that you're notified when I upload, and I'll catch you in my next one.